I want to speak to you from the subject, the power of fascination.
Hello.
First of all, I want to give you a definition for the word fascination.
I mean, what do you expect from Mount Hood but rain?
Fascination is intense interest or enchantment with an idea, person, or thing.
I didn't record adding the rice. I thought I did. Yay. Bon appetit. Why don't you come a little bit closer so I can tell you a little bit about what it's like to be a camp host. My apologies that I look busted. I've been working all morning. I'm also having a wicked breakout because forest regulations through the Department of Agriculture says that in order for campgrounds to be open, everyone working has to wear a mask at all times. I'm getting mask knee. So hot, when will I learn? I feel like I'm getting into the swing of things. This is awesome of a job, and I got a company truck to help take me around to my other camp spots. So I thought I would break down a typical day in case anyone's interested, because this is a very sweet gig, and I'm gonna also break down some math that I did that really impressed me. I'm ready by 7:45, 8 o'clock. Now what's nice for anyone that has a dog is I have Riot come with me and we do our first round at this campsite, which I showcased in my last video. And so she comes around with me, and then I come back, I do some paperwork. Riot can do that with me, and then I'll put her in the trailer, and I take the truck and I go up to the bathrooms and I clean each bathroom, which at this campground the bathrooms have been really decent. Then I hop in the truck and I go down to a couple other campsites that I'm responsible for, one of which the bathroom was gnarly. Men's bathroom. I have to say, the men's bathroom is always the worst of the bathrooms. So gentlemen, if you could aim with your butthole into the toilet. It's a pretty big toilet. I don't feel like it should be quite so challenging. Still so hot. And so after I make those morning rounds, which take about 4 hours for the whole thing front to back, starting at 8 and then ending at about noon, then I get to come back and spend the afternoon with Riot. We went for about an hour and a half hike, just up and down the roads though, because it has rained since the last time I saw you guys last Thursday. I mean, just rain and rain and rain. And I know that's Oregon for you, and it's what makes everything so lush, but it just sucked to have it all in a row. It also means that my solar, that's a topic for a different day, but I think I might have to break down and get a generator. I was looking at a Honda generator anyway. They're supposed to be at least quieter. I would like to be able to run the electric heater that we already have built in there, or maybe a portable heater that's not a Mr. Buddy, because it's already so damp in this environment that adding propane heat just seems like adding insult to injury. So if any of you have any recommendations, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I always appreciate when you guys, I mean, a lot of you know a lot more than I do. At any rate, I spend the afternoon with her. I make ridiculous food, and usually I read or play more with Riot. And then at about 4 o'clock, I go into the afternoon rounds. Because I do the deepest clean on the bathrooms in the morning, then it means I can do a lighter clean in the afternoon, provided no one has had a proverbial shitstorm. In the afternoon is also when people come in to camp. Check-in is at 3, checkout is at noon. If I start at 4, we might already have some folks here. Particularly like over last weekend, people showed up like right at 3 to maximize their weekend in the rain. I was pretty impressed by, I mean, people stuck it out. That was cool. It's nice to see. I'll check in campers, give them their receipt, make sure things are clean, do another quick round on the bathrooms, or more moderate, you know, if needed. And that takes me another about 4 hours. I have not seen a bear yet. I really want to see one. I would like to see it from a safe distance. I'm gonna take a couple bites of my lunch. It's finally cooling off enough. And then I'll tell you about the neat math that I figured out. So the deal is this. This campsite, I think all of them are $20 a night. I'm not even filtering in the fact that I get free water and free trash and free dump if I had an RV dump system in my trailer. And I forget the precise math, so we can calculate it together. But it goes something like this. I figure there's an average of 30.5 days in a month, at least for this year, because most of the months seem to have 31 days. $20 times 30.5, it's like I'm getting an additional $610 a month because I get to live here for free. Again, that doesn't include the utilities that I also get for free. Now, I only work 5 days a week. Just to kind of calculate, it would be an extra $152.50 a week that I would be getting. If we divide that by the 5 days I actually work, that's an extra $30.50 a day. I work 8 hours a day, so it's an extra $3.81 an hour. So I get minimum wage, but by not having rent or utilities, I'm actually getting an extra $3.81 an hour on top of my hourly. Now, I know not all camp hosting jobs are the same. So some places only give you your site for free. I interviewed with a couple places that I would have liked, one in Montana and one in Wyoming, for different jobs. But out of your pay, which was minimum wage, out of your pay, you had to pay for your camp spot. Now, you paid at a reduced rate. Maybe it was $20 a week, something like that. But I really wanted to get in with this company because when you add that, what I essentially figured, now the cost of living in Oregon is significantly lower than the cost of Illinois, certainly less than the cost of living in Chicago. And the amount that I'm getting per hour right now is the amount that I started my lowest wage employees when I ran a company. And they had to pay rent and groceries and, you know, everything else to run their lives functionally. Even though I'm taking a massive pay cut from owning my own business, I'm super happy I sold it. This lifestyle is one of much more peace. I'm extremely satisfied with this type of job. I really like that no one really talks to me all day. I like that my interactions with people are very minimal. I love living in nature. Even cleaning the bathrooms isn't so bad because it doesn't take that long. So, even when gentlemen shit on the floor. What's up with you boys? If you guys can rationalize with me, because I know I have a lot of men that view this channel, help me to understand what goes through the head, in the head of the man. Because the women's bathrooms are just not that bad. The men's bathrooms, I can understand dribbling pee. It's the poop on the floor. I hope you guys found that math interesting. I feel really good about life. So I just clocked off of my shift, and I would like to go on record to say, ladies, you are not off the hook. I know I shit on guys a lot in this video due to their bathroom unmanners, but going to the bathroom in the woods and then leaving bits of toilet paper everywhere, just because it's made of trees doesn't mean it belongs at the base of trees. Ladies, if you're gonna pee in the woods and use toilet paper, that's fine, but at least pick up the toilet paper and put it in one of the many dumpsters that are around. No one wants to see your snatch paper hanging around the forest. With that, there is a lot more to this job than just bathroom stuff, but I feel like that's what most people are wondering about. And it is a general proportion of the work. So if you got anything out of this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thanks for watching. We will see you next time.